Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Josephine, and today I asked you what you would like to see, and I gave you the option of a stir fry or a sandwich, and the winner was sandwich by just a little majority. So today I'm giving you a veganized version of a BLT sandwich. And I'm super excited to share this recipe. So I'll give you two alternatives for the bacon. And I really can't wait to hear what you think. So make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Leave me a comment what you'd like to see next. And let's get started. In terms of ingredients, you'll need some delicious white bread, a tomato, some lettuce, aubergine, which is the first alternative for the bacon, or tofu. I'm going to use both today to show you how to make both. I also make a marinade for the bacon using garlic, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, soy sauce, liquid smoke, maple syrup. The liquid smoke and smoked paprika are interchangeable. Obviously the liquid smoke is a little bit better. And then for the spread, I use vegan mayo, sriracha and apple cider vinegar. And there you have your ingredients. To start, we're going to prep our bacon. So I am slicing the aubergine into thin slices, as you can see here, and making them into bite-sized pieces. I will then salt each side of the aubergine, and this will make the aubergine sweat and release some of its moisture as well as its bitterness. Then I'm putting that aside to wait so the aubergine can sweat. Here I'm thinly slicing the tofu. Make sure the slices are thin. As we all know, bacon is thin. And again, chopping those into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to be pressing the tofu so that it can absorb more of the marinade when we get to that point by putting it on a paper towel between two chopping boards. You can use books, whatever you have, and placing a heavy object on top. For the marinade, we're going to need soy sauce, maple syrup, a small bit of salt and pepper, as well as a few drops of liquid smoke. You can just use smoked paprika, garlic granules, smoked paprika, and a bit of cayenne pepper for some kick. I'm mixing that together, shaking it up, and then I'm going back to my aubergine, which has sweated. So now I'm tapping off the excess moisture and salt, and I'm also unpressing my tofu, which would be a lot drier now. I'm placing that into a shallow dish and covering with the marinade. To marinade for the longer the better really, but in this process while I prepped everything else. I'm prepping the lettuce by taking 3 pieces of the romaine lettuce as I'm making one sandwich, and I'm just bending them backwards in their sort of spine, for lack of a better term, just so that they sit more flatly. And then I'm thinly slicing my tomatoes, as well as my bread. This was a super soft loaf, so a bit tricky to slice, but try and get 2 even pieces. For the spread, I'm using some vegan mayonnaise, as well as sriracha, and a dash of apple cider vinegar for some extra acidity. I think it just cuts through everything nicely. And stirring that together into a lovely spread that I'll use on the sandwich. Now I'm heating up a pan in high heat with some olive oil. Once the oil's hot, I'm dropping in my aubergine and tofu slices. And I want to fry these on a high heat on each side. It does spit a little bit, so drop them in away from you so that the oil doesn't splash back towards you. And after they've cooked for about 5 minutes on one side, I start to flip them over, and they should be brown and crispy, as you will get to see in just a moment. And at this point, I pour in the rest of the marinade. Nothing goes to waste. I let that brown on the other side as well, and then I flip over, and you should have really caramelized, crispy, chewy pieces. At this stage, I take them out onto a paper towel, and it's important to let this rest now because that will help it crisp up. In the same pan, in a bit of vegan butter, I'm just toasting the bread. You don't have to be extra, you can toast it in a toaster, and you're ready to assemble. So I start with the spread on each slice of bread, and then I use the lettuce as a base, as that stops the sandwich from getting soggy. And as you can see, I'm layering on all my bits of tofu and aubergine bacon. And then lastly, I layer on some thin slices of tomato for some juicy, sweet freshness. And then you should be done. Always cut your sandwiches into triangles. I don't know why, they just taste better that way. And as you can see, the layers of the sandwich here. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know if you try this recipe. Bye!